Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Sreenath Middhi. I'm a Principal Partner Solutions Architect at AWS. I work closely with partners and help them with SAP migrations onto AWS. Today, I have Sunny with me. Sunny, can you please introduce yourself?
Sure, Sri. Hello, my name is Sunny Patwari. I am Technical Alliance Lead for SAP on AWS workloads. I am working closely with SAP on AWS.
Thank you, Sunny. Today we are going to talk about Rise with SAP on AWS HA and DR patterns. We'll be focusing on DR patterns first and then we'll come to HA patterns. So Sunny, can you please help us to understand the disaster recovery options that are available for customers that choose Rise with SAP on AWS?
Sure, Srinath. Rise with SAP on AWS, HADR options there are different options there. But before we jump into that, I would like to explain the AWS global infrastructure, which led to different designs or different options availability for HA and DR for Rise with SAP on AWS. AWS global infrastructure consists of AWS region, which is a physical location in the globe. Each AWS region consists of minimum 2 plus availability zones. Availability zones are distant at up to 60 miles or 100 kilometers. Each availability zone consists of 1 plus data centers with redundant power and networking to provide resiliency at data center level as well. But if you look at the whole design of AWS global infrastructure from region to availability zone to data center, it provides a strong backbone for different architecture patterns for Rise with SAP on AWS. Now, because of our availability zone design in a region, the way availability zones are up to 60 miles placed, the way these availability zones are placed in a region, it gives extra flexibility for designing HADR patterns. So first option was short range DR. Short range DR is a design pattern in a single region with multiple availability zones.
Got it.
This short range DR comes with RPO 0. That is called recovery point objective 0. RPO 0 is very important for customers to understand that recovery point objective 0 means no data loss in case of disaster recovery within the same region. And it is possible only on AWS because of the design of AWS regions and availability zones. We are uniquely positioned in the market in that way. Second option is long range DR. Long range DR spans across two different regions.
Okay.
These two regions in Rise construct are connected using VPC peering. And second region will have a standby node for application and database. HANA database in this case will be running in asynchronous mode across the region. And within the region, as part of short range DR, it normally runs as synchronous mode. That's how we were able to achieve RPO 0 as well in case of short range DR.
Got it. One question I'm curious to understand, when you say RPO of 0, what does it mean to the business users?
Thank you, Srinath. This is one of the most important questions we hear from customers and our partners, and we are working closely with SAP, and we have worked with SAP to design that architecture. RPO 0 means no data loss in case of a business continuity or design or disaster recovery. In case of, think about a sales order creation, think about logistics or operations or warehouse management. If they are running a process and there is a natural disaster happening, in that case, the data is synchronously copied into a different availability zone, which is within the same region. You are not losing any data in case of natural disaster or any business continuity option within the same region. That is a big thing for customers running critical workloads like SAP.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. That's a very big deal for customers that's running their mission critical systems having RPO of 0. So to summarize, for customers to achieve recovery point objective of 0, they will achieve that by running their SAP workloads, SAP Rise workloads on AWS. Yes. Thank you so much for that. And moving on to my next question, can you help us to understand the high availability options that are available under RISE construct on AWS.
Sure, Sri. Yep. And I would continue the same conversation. As I said, short range DR within the region between two availability zones, long range DR across two regions connected through VPC peering. And the third option is high availability. SAP also sells as 99%, 99.9% SLA.
Got it.
So how they achieve 99.9% SLA is using a pacemaker cluster on top of cross AZ architecture in a single region. So they already had HANA database in sync mode. Now they're using pacemaker cluster to do the automated failover. So there is no time lost during the failover. So SLA or availability is increased. So there are three different options now: short range DR, long range DR, and 99.9% SLA using pacemaker cluster on top of the two availability zones in a single region.
Thank you so much, Sunny. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that this session is valuable to you and you are able to learn HADR patterns that are available for you when you choose RISE with SAP on AWS. If you have any more questions, please do reach out to us. We are very happy to work with you and then dive deep onto your use case. Thank you.
Thank you.